Live coverage of the NBA here on 2K Sports. A happy Sunday evening to you and yours. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Beer. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. And let's look at the last handful of seasons and the steal numbers for Rubio.
And when you see the tumble his steal totals have taken the last few years, you can see that he's gotten away from playing the kind of gritty, hard-nosed D he was known for. That's an aspect of his game he needs to get back.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. B out there with Levine, and it's Carter in at center. And for Phoenix, Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. And tonight a matchup of inexperienced teams, young ball clubs. Brent, talk about some of the challenges that come with coaching a team so young.
I think the idea for most of the coaches is they see it in the eyes of the players. They want everything now. They want it so fast. And they're not quite sure about the steps to get to the end game. That's the most important thing for a coach, is to talk about the small steps throughout any given season that the coach can put in front of them. And some of those challenges, you find out also which of the guys are willing to accept the team challenge as opposed to the individual.
But challenging nonetheless in every way.
Oh, yeah, and for 8 months of it, Kevin.
Yeah.
So get ready for massive parenting for the year for this coaching staff.
Watching the line there, that'll be a backcourt violation. B, covered by Rubio. Here's B. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Rubio. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Monty Williams. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
Thank you, David. Here's Rubio after the made shot from B. Rubio looking around. 6 on the shot clock. The pass to Oubre. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. And it's sent back by Carter. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Bulls. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
And guys, you just can't afford to give away points from the foul line. Not in the NBA. Teams are just too talented.
Yeah, it's not always just about free throw shooting, but it can be a large factor and disrupt your confidence.
Here's Rubio after the made shot from B. Here's Booker. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching.
What a jam!
Fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Nice. And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Now here's Booker. 26 points for him last game against Cleveland.
His passing, another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat, Greg. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Only 5 games left in the season. Let's quickly take a look at how the playoff field is going to stack up out east. A look at Chicago. They've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far.
Yeah, but checking out Chicago, they've moved toward the postseason with one of the best records in the league. Safe to say, this is not where most people thought they'd be at this stage of the year.
Well, if they're a stock, I'm buying. They faced down every challenge in front of them this season and have turned into a team that has to be considered a major playoff threat. Every shot in his arsenal, Devin Booker, is pretty impressive. He can shoot it from deep. He moves well without the basketball. He can create with others. He is a young offensive force and is an interesting player to watch in terms of what develops next. Yeah, that's not an assignment that I want there, Kevin. I'd rather do math homework than to try and cover that guy.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And Brent, with Booker, the ball handling and creativity he has puts him among the elite guards in the league.
And you wonder if Phoenix can find a way to get some more talent around Devin Booker. What happens when all of the attention is not on him? He's already proven he's a great scorer. Where else can he go?
Sinks the three-pointer.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, that effort just not good enough, because even if that defender was a bit taller, the shooter already locked in.
And the basket by Rubio. Rubio's got 5 now.
And that's how you do it. Impressive play, explosive finish.
Yeah, sweet finishes like that, you see everybody get up. Look at the guys on the bench. They're fired up.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Takes the 13-footer, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now, Kevin. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
And it's blocked.
Oh, man, it's 7-1. Not a good idea to challenge Ayton there.
Here's the teardrop with 3. Booker, another 3 for Phoenix.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
And Devin Booker, where would the Suns' offense be without him?
Probably bottom of the league if no Devin Booker.
You know, Brent, there may be more of an emphasis on team defense than ever before. Who are some of the better help defenders that you've scouted in the NBA?
I put Rudy Gobert #1 on this list because when you think about help defense, usually you're yelling it from the perimeter. And the reason that you're yelling it, Kevin, is that the player that you were trying to instruct or move a certain way has gotten by you. And the help call out is for somebody to be at the basket. Rudy Gobert does that better than anybody in the league. That's why the Utah Jazz have a chance to grow.
Oh,
man. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Oubre finds 8. Back to Oubre. Tries again. And that's 2 points on the way up.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Bridges with the steal. And now with the fast break, Rubio with the ball. Oubre, no one around him. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Oubre's got it all tied up now for the Suns. B, defended by Bridges. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Shoots from the line. No good from B. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Can't cash in from close range. The Bulls have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And he goes big with the dunk right over Mikal Bridges.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Oubre, another 3 for Phoenix.
Good touch there. Oubre outside the 3-point arc and knocks one down.
B, defended by Bridges. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. For Chicago, they have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. That free throw good from B. And Phoenix making a change here. Sharge is checked in. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for the Bulls. Zach LaVine comes in for White. Both free throws good from B.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Rubio, the pass to Oubre. Ayton kicks to Bridges. Rubio outside. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Here's Oubre. And a miss there on the triple. The Bulls have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. That shot, no good. Good D by Rubio. Oubre on the wing. It's all in by the Bulls. They've led by as much as 10. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Yeah, and watching that, all kinds of contributions and just little things that guys were doing to chip in for that win.
And the sheer muscle of Ayton. Sometimes he's impossible to stop on the way up.
Sweet move. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, way to play an attack mode and get to the line.
Bulls have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. Booker, he's checked in for Oubre. And the second free throw, good.
And you have to like the way he's attacking the defense, drawing fouls and getting himself chances at the line this quarter.
Ball's knocked loose. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
And while we got a chance, let's get some numbers for Zach LaVine, averaging 12 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And guys, he can just explode for points anytime he steps on the court.
Well, he looks to score, and he looks to score often.
No good from Booker.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Markkanen uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Bulls lead by 2.
Look, you got to keep Markkanen out of the paint. He's just too big on that block and imposes his will.
Ayton dishes to Sharge. Kicks to Rubio. Shoots the 3. Porter pulls it in. Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. Here's B. Takes it off the glass. Now it's a 4-point Chicago lead.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Booker the pass to Sharge. Carter against Ayton. The try by Rubio. It's good.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Well, the development for DeAndre Ayton is going to be all about the pick and roll, both how he runs it and defends it.
I agree, Kevin. If he works with Devin Booker out there as an offensive threat and becomes a guy who can roll with good hands and finish, that's a key for their offense. And you look at his size defensively, he can be imposing.
The Suns shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
2018, the first name called in the draft was one DeAndre Ayton out of Arizona. This guy is going to be around for a long time.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for the Suns. Johnson comes in for Ricky Rubio. Johnson, the pass to Ayton. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game. .55 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Drains it from beyond the arc.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's B. There he goes.
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. No. Wow, he was up there, Kevin.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And they're moving it up. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Back to Johnson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Fearlessness from Johnson. You hear about it all the time. He's just not bashful about being physical down there on the inside amongst the timbers.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Suns. Murray's checked in for Chicago. Both good from the line that time. The Bulls leading by 4. To the middle, here's B, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Now Booker. Just 3 on the clock. Off the left rim and out. And so it's Chicago with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace.
Kevin, thanks.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of it. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, B has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So the Bulls 5 right now. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's B in at the point. And there it is for him.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Right wing. Knocked away. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. And here's a look at some numbers for Booker.
And he's got it going at the foul line these days. His free throw percentage looks a lot different in the last 10 games than it did earlier in the season. He's tinkered with a few things and really improved his form.
Sharge finds Rubio. 5 to shoot. From 12 feet out. Unable to get that one. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Here's B. Good D by Booker.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Suns trail by 8. Rubio outside. A floater. Booker with no one around. Porter pulls it in.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
Here's Oubre. No good on the 3.
Talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
B covered by Rubio. And Brent, with the corner 3 being such a popular shot, should we consider widening the court, making it all feel the same?
That's an interesting question, Kevin. There's been some talk around the idea of actually dissipating that three-point line into the sideline.
Yes.
And I really just wanted to say dissipating, by the way.
Well, and you said it well.
The other thing, Kevin, that has been considered, what if we went back to skinnying up the lane line, back to the original George Mikan days of the lane being 6 feet wide rather than what we see today at 12 feet. That would put a ton more value on post-up and two-point play, almost so much as the three-point shot and the two-point shot in the post equate to the same amount of points per possession.
Yeah. A nice shot by Booker.
Finishes like that are pretty impressive from Devin Booker, who we know is a great outside shooter.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just
52 seconds left here in the third quarter. Knocks it loose. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. Only 5 games left on the season. Let's quickly take a look at how the playoff field is stacking up out west. You take a look at the Suns. They would be at the golf course if the playoffs happened today, looking to make a final push.
And I think for the Suns, there's been such a different feel to them this season. The confidence that was completely absent from last year's squad is back, and they pulled themselves here into contention.
Well, for a team that didn't sniff the postseason last year, you have to wonder how they're going to handle the pressure of being in the playoffs this year. Not to mention the postseason itself, if and when they get there.
The shot's good from Carter. Carter's got his second bucket of the night.
Such a big part of what he does for this team, just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Johnson, and it's blocked. And the block shot turns into a shooting foul. So the defensive effort there a bit too much, as the officials will send him to the line, and he'll shoot some free throws.
So a guy goes undrafted and then signs a 4-year, $50 million deal. Tyler Johnson has worked very hard for everything that he's gotten.
B is guarded by Johnson. Here's B. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Inside, Saric and Baines. Booker out there with Tyler Johnson, and it's Oubre in at the 3. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Clock at 6. Johnson outside. A miss that time would have put him up. The Bulls shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. B, the pass to Levine. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Bulls lead by 2.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. The second effort. An easy 2 points on the layup. And now a 4-point Bulls lead.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Inside. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Now, Devin Booker is such a natural, gifted scorer. Even when he gets hit on that play, he stays in control with that shot.
And the Bulls making a change here. Porter's checked in. Free throw good, Booker. And Chicago has possession. They've led by as much as 10. Here's B. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 4-point game. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota, where they'll take on the Timberwolves. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Timeout called, the Suns. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Monty Williams talking with his team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. It's 0-0. One play at a time. Execute the game plan. That's how we're going to win this game. Kevin is trying to keep them focused.
All right, David, thanks. B, he's guarded by Johnson. No good from B.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Johnson outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Baines, defended by Young. They get it back. Booker. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Booker's got 20.
I think Booker's motivated tonight here. He's starting to play very aggressively. I want to see him more in there on the offensive glass.
Has to be. Back to Levine. Looking for Carter. He gets it there. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. 7 points for Wendell Carter.
A crucial breakdown defensively, and he was quick to make him pay.
You might see this in the early part of the game, but at this stage in the game, that's just really something unacceptable. He's a great mid-range scorer.
Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Rebound by the Bulls. Porter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns.
Yeah, that's a tough one, Kev. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
So for the Suns, Ayton comes in for Aaron Baines, and Ricky Rubio subbed in for Johnson. The Bulls making a change here as well. Markkanen, he's checked in for Thaddeus Young. Scooped up. Pass to Oubre. Booker in the corner to take the lead. The rebound by B. The Bulls have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Markkanen trying to break loose. And there's the bucket from B. B's got 40 points.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
With some arc, Rubio misses. The Bulls leading by 4. Here's B. Oh, that was something else.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Rubio with it. Now guarded by Porter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, for all the talk about Rubio's passing, I think one thing that gets overlooked is his defense. Both his on the ball and defensive rebounding are very strong for the point guard position.
The first free throw is good. And Phoenix making a change here. Bridges checks in. Second free throw, no good. Bulls have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Rubio comes with the double team. Here's B. Markkanen from outside. And the Bulls, another 3.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
And the Suns call time.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, B.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
And with the playoffs on the horizon, he'll be looking to stay in peak form as long as he can. Ayton against Carter. And Levine comes to help. Rubio outside. Latrey. Rebound collected by Levine.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Ayton. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 9. Carter hits them both. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Phoenix has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Launches it. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Markkanen's got 6 rebounds now in the game. The Bulls leading by 10. Here's B, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Sharch.
At the line.
That's good from B. All free throws good from B. So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. Passes to Ayton. Puts it up for Rubio, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Oubre.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Bulls have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Rubio comes with the double team. B covered by Sharch. The shot's good from B.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Bulls.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight.
No doubt they came in very motivated to win this one and finish the season series at a game apiece.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for B.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
And that one, good. B's got 49 points in the game.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And Rubio kicks to Carter. Back to Rubio. Just 5 to shoot. Puts it up from 12. That one goes in.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
The pass to B. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Bulls ball. Substitution on the court.
Here's Satoransky. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and Dick Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.
The 2K Sports post-game show.